Welcome to the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. My name's John.
And I'm Sarah.
And it's cold in here.
And it's very cold
in here. We're actually, our studio is also doubles as a meat locker.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, so what you can't see is we have the beef
hanging in racks behind the camera.
No,
not yet.
Yeah, give
us a couple weeks.
Yeah, so anyway.
A couple weeks, and you'll be able to see our breath as we give you
Not
the
that
news.
you would want to,
no,
but,
no.
Anyway.
But, yeah, we won't go there.
We want to say thank you for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
And we have kind of it's hump day. It's kind of a weird collection of...
Well, it's Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday?
It's Tuesday. It's not quite hump day.
Not quite hump day. I'm on the wrong day. I'm sorry.
He's just rushing through the holidays like the rest of us, except you're one day.
I don't even know what day it is.
Yeah, two days ahead.
See, actually, I'm lucky. So usually I'm 3 or 4 days behind.
Oh, so you're doing
I was a day ahead, even in my own my own mind.
Oh,
yeah, that was
It's not bad. Not
bad. And I guess one of the things we want to.
We actually have a lead story. We're hemming and hawing quite quickly because this lead story is.
You know what? I've got a little. Do you want to do board recap real quick or one little thing because I forgot our link.
Okay.
I forgot our link for our web people.
Oh, our web people.
They're going. Where's the link?
Okay.
Where's the link?
Okay.
I can't watch them.
That's right. Where's the sticky
link? And we know
link?
there's hordes of people wondering where that
link is. Where the link is. That's right. Where the link is. Well. Before we give you our somewhat, actually quite sad news, I'm just going to give you a little bit of Board of Supervisors, and there is only a little bit to give, quite frankly.
It's like a 40-minute meeting.
Yeah, it's like, screaming fast meeting, and they talk about Williamson Act properties, some going in, some rolling out. And they also, today, Calaveras County Auditor Controller Linda Churches and her office were awarded an Honor of Excellence for financial reportings from the state of California, which was actually sort of a cool thing. So this is the highest award that an auditor controller can receive in the state. And Linda Churches said that Calaveras is one of the 2 counties in California that has received it.
Wow.
Yes. So, and what they do is they take
accolade.
into account all of the sort of accounting practices and all of the jobs that the auditor controller's office does, and then hand out these awards. So she and her staff got got wonderful kudos, I was about to say. And what she says here is she's very proud, and what I think is nice is she actually had her staff stand up in the meeting to honor them as well. So
very nice.
That was sort of the kind of a nice little thing that happened at the board today. Mm-hmm.
All right, on to our
not so nice story.
So nice news.
It's actually kind of a Romeo and Juliet story.
Touching in a very sad way.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Manteca couple that was up camping over the weekend in Sourgrass Campground. And when he woke in the morning, the man found that his wife was unresponsive. Mm-hmm. So she apparently passed away in her sleep. Mm-hmm. They don't expect foul play. There's nothing of that nature.
Exactly.
But the man was so distraught that when the medics were there,
when they arrived,
and after they he retrieved a handgun, I believe, from from the truck and actually killed himself. So
in front of the medics.
Yeah, and also in a small. I mean, it was a very sad thing. You're sad for that couple, but also one of the things is the medics and the medical personnel around this area have had a really tough
time lately.
The last few weeks
exactly with the accidents and with this now, and especially coming up through the holidays.
Yeah, and lots of times they're not overly paid.
No, they're not highly paid.
And to have to deal not only with the run of the medical stuff, but stuff that's just
like this
horrific. And thoughts and prayers to the families of those deceased, but also to the personnel that
the
responded.
public safety personnel who actually respond to these events. So that's our Romeo and Juliet story.
Yes. And also a little bit of an update on a similar vein. There was and we don't really have any more information. We received a couple emails on this to know if we had any more, and we don't. But the CHP report is in for the accident that was west of Cottage Springs, where there was a 20-year-old young man and his 12-year-old brother. The driver had to use jaws of life to extract him from the vehicle, flown to Doctors Medical Center. The younger brother only had minor injuries, and he was taken to Mark Twain. But we don't have any more information beyond that. We did talk to CHP today to see if they have this, but nothing in addition.
Else.
So,
okay.
And they were Valley Springs residents. So thoughts and prayers to them. It's the Valley. It was Michael Stanton who was injured, and from the indications we had, there was head and facial trauma and stuff like that. So anyway. Okay, that's enough for our...
And we have a little bit of fire news. There's another chimney flue fire reported on Monday, because there was one that we actually neglected to tell you about yesterday, and that happened over the weekend. But there's no dollar damage for this particular chimney flue fire. It's in Arnold. But just be careful out there when you're lighting your fires.
Contained in the flue,
it was contained in the
kind of like a cold.
Yeah. It was a cold.
Not really the flu. Well, it was the flu, but okay, all right.
It was just a minor sniffle.
A minor case of the flu.
Exactly.
Yes. So if you have a house fire and you can keep it confined to the flu, you count yourself lucky, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it's.
But you have to be careful, because this is fire season in a different aspect, and that is people actually building fires in their fireplaces to keep warm. So
keep warm, yes.
You still have to make sure that you're doing everything safely, even though it's not dry outside.
What was the other fire that we missed yesterday? We know the fire season's ending, so
yes, it rolled off already.
We're already.
It rolled off.
The last few days we've been. If you're a web customer of our site, the last few days, the pace of stories is really starting to pick up. So. Now it may be useful. We have a row of buttons for your town across there, and we try to categorize the stories by location in the county. So you typically now the stuff on the front page may only stay there for a day or so, because it's
even
with the
less
pace
than a day.
Yeah,
actually.
So if you may want to click on your town. We have Angels Camp, Arnold, Bear Valley, Copper, Murphy's, San Andreas, and Valley Springs, and we usually group the surrounding towns that are near those with them. So. So if you
are curious
looking
of what's
for something
happened,
and you can't find it,
and it's not on the front page, go to your particular area, click the link, and you'll probably find it.
End up there.
Exactly. Another interesting thing is we have a local official who was elected to a state committee.
Yeah.
And it's Bertha. Let's see, Bertha Underhill, who is the president of the Calaveras County Water District Board of Directors, and also Pete Campa, general manager of the Tuolumne Utilities District, actually were elected to the California Special Districts Association to serve on their membership committee, which is sort of a very cool thing.
Yeah.
And this actually, the CSDA, the California Special Districts Association, actually represents every single special district in the state of California.
So that's actually a big group.
It's
one of those huge groups that you've never heard of?
That's right.
Yeah.
Water districts, veterans districts, cemetery boards, cemetery districts, and any other sort of special district that you can think of. So this is actually a very big thing.
Wow.
And our own Bertha Underhill is going to be on the membership committee.
Very nice. Also, if you missed the S-Files. Now, this is the Christmas program of the Christian Family Learning Center in Angels Camp. And we actually, when we did the first post, there were several people that posted comments that they couldn't get in. They didn't know they were going to have ticket systems this year.
Yes.
So this is one of those shows that, in some ways, is a victim of its own success. Because they actually had fire marshal rules in effect, so they could accept so many people in, and that's
that was it.
This is a completely, well, I guess it's free.
But it's a sold-out event,
but it's
even
sold
though they don't
out,
sell
even though they're
tickets.
Yeah, so basically it was, so they couldn't have standing room only because of fire regs.
Because the fire marshals
Yeah, so every seat was full of these. Now, one of the ways that they earn money on this is they do sell DVDs.
Yes.
So you're encouraged to order a commemorative DVD. But just in case, we do have an hour and a half of it, and this is a web feed because we did broadcast it live. And this is...
And John was working even when his son was in the play. Did you see Granger up there?
We did. Now, see, this is even though this is a kids program, it's definitely a semi-pro production.
It is,
I mean,
definitely.
it's kind of like off-Broadway, right?
Yes.
Kind of like an
off-Broadway.
Yeah.
The West Coast version of off-Broadway.
Well, it's off of 49.
Off. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But they really did.
But they did do a beautiful job.
Oh, it was phenomenal.
They really did.
And they work on this tirelessly for a couple months.
Yes.
And they're singing, dancing,
And actually, it's a very nice
it's
show
well
to
done.
watch.
Very well done.
So if you weren't able to make it, or you live out of the area and you have maybe a child or grandchild or
And you want to watch
whoever,
it.
and you want to watch it,
Or
there
maybe
it
if you're
is.
thinking about if you're looking for for a private school or something like that to send your little offspring
yes,
to,
your youngster.
then
That may be one to look into.
it might. All right. But it is up there, all hour and a half of it. See, one of the
Yes.
things we try to do
Is give you
is
lots
volumes
to look
of content. I'm not saying it's always going
Lots
to be
and lots
good
to look
content.
at.
Not always good, but
Let's face
Lots
it,
of
the internet is our entertainment, and you
Yeah.
know, for what you see on YouTube, this is looking really good.
yeah, we've got good stuff. And also, we have some video clips up of the Bear Valley opening day, but also on last night. We also have, in the Valley Springs, they had another of their general plan
That's right.
scoping sessions. And I think this is one, it's kind of one of those hot points of planning in the county.
It is definitely.
And also, in light of that, there were all of the county supervisors except one in attendance at this meeting.
Who didn't attend?
Supervisor Tryon.
Oh, okay.
But everyone else was there. There's about 43 minutes of video to get the gist and the highlights of the general plan scoping session. So, more content. See, so you could actually just sit there and watch hours and
hours.
See,
You
an
don't
hour
have
and a
to
half,
go to YouTube.
Yeah.
You could go to the Pine Tree.
hour and a half of S-Files.
That's right.
40 minutes of Valley Springs. And also
There's
we
Bear
posted
Valley.
up an hour and a half of Ebbets Pass History Night.
That's right. That's right.
A half hour of news if you want to watch us
That's
over
right.
and over again.
And over
Yes.
again, as if you can't get enough the first time. And then there's also the famous Bear drives up to Bear Valley.
Yes, the Bear Valley Drives. And if you're also, we have every Board of Supervisors meeting
with
for the
very
last year and a
interesting
half.
music, I must say.
Oh, you didn't. She didn't like my taste in. It's kind of that jazzy Christmas. Didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work for you.
It worked fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
All right.
it's very interesting music.
Well, you have to be careful when you pick music. It's one thing if you're
Can't
picking.
have any copyright to it
Yeah,
at all.
I know. Because one of the things is you don't want to. Since we're a commercial site, at least a name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Name.
no, it's You want to make sure, for copyright stuff. So we use non-copyrighted
That's right.
public domain stuff.
That's
So,
right.
but it is Christmassy.
It can be a little jazzy.
It was jazzy. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
And also, a little light, we thought we'd mention this a little bit since
Dancing
it's
with the
upcoming,
Stars.
but there
That's
is going to
right.
be Dancing with the Stars in the Motherlode coming up on this Thursday evening, starting on January 10 at the Met
Oh, very
in
nice.
San Andreas. Grab a bite to eat in the new Black Bart Inn, then head across the street for some dancing. So you can East Coast swing, cha-cha, and salsa.
Wow. Do you know how to do any of those?
Are you kidding?
Me neither.
I can barely walk, much less.
And if that sounds a little bit too active for you, now when is that again? Did you
Starting
say?
January 10.
Okay, January 10th. Wednesday, December 12th, actually, there is a local author actually talking about his book at the Valley Springs Library. William Allen Heinzelman is actually going to talk about his book, Old School Basic Fishing.
So old school fishing, instead of all the fish finders and all the rest of that.
A must read for the basic angler.
This is real fishing.
Real fishing. And beginning or part-timers, correct tackle and bait, correct place and correct time, do's and don'ts techniques. And he will be at the Valley Springs Library tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Aha.
Very cool.
All right, and we have some video posted of Bear Valley's opening day.
Mm-hmm.
They had snow up there. This is from Saturday, and this is kind of one of those little video clips it's not really. It's illustrative if you live out of the area and you want to see what was going on. And it was a nice opening day there.
And it looks very cool too. Very chilly looking.
Bear Valley bus.
New bus. I bet it's warm in the bus.
Yeah.
How is it out there? Pretty good?
Hard-hitting journalism.
Excellent. That's right. Excellent. Oh, look, it's the little guys.
And if you're familiar with the lady, that was Pamela Barnett from Barrett Valley Real Estate with her kids.
Oh, very nice.
She was kind of surprised to see me standing there with the camera. She was like, John, what are you doing here?
What are you doing? Oh, no. It's a reporter.
And they had good conditions.
Look at that. Those are perfect conditions.
Yeah.
Except that some people would want a little more snow, or a
Well,
little
they'll
more
have
powder,
more runs.
actually.
They'll have many more runs open this coming, and on this coming Thursday, they open for the season. So midweek, then last week they were open just Saturday and Sunday, kind of eased into it. Mm-hmm. But now from Thursday they'll be open
every day.
Every day.
You know what's amazing when you watch these guys? These are the snowboarders, but they make it look easy. They make it look like it's just swoosh, swoosh.
Kind of like we do with this newscast.
Yeah,
we make it just look smooth.
Swoosh.
Right?
Yeah, sure. No hiccups and no hinkiness. But they do. They make it look very swoosh, swoosh. And then when you're out there, it's like clump, clump.
Now, when was the last time you skied?
About 3 years ago.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
3 or 4 years ago.
See, it was 25 years for me until last year.
Oh, wow. My son is an excellent skier.
He is.
He's like Mr. Black Diamond Kid.
So, yeah, it was 25 years for me until... Now, we have one little... We'll pause that one. And just to be fair, because there's multiple types of skiing in the area.
That's right.
And this is the Bear Valley Cross Country clip.
Look at this.
See?
Now, this is
there
hard
we go.
work. This is hard
but
work.
the meadow was stunning.
Oh,
it was really, really gorgeous. Mm-hmm. So...
See, I would get stuck in the little divot there.
Yeah.
And have to get myself out.
And the interesting thing is one of these men here, his name's Neil Hunt. And if you've been on our site, or if you've gone to the Bear Valley site and seen, I believe these are his pictures, the beautiful fireworks pictures that are on there.
Oh, really?
Neil
the one
did
who
those
took
last
them.
year on New Year's, the New Year's fireworks on the snow.
They're worth looking at.
They're
Definitely.
really
They're
stunning.
Beautiful
and
photographs.
we put a link from the opening day stuff back to that slideshow of there. So they're really, really pretty. So if you want to see some really nice work, and let's see. In fact, we'll hurry back to those. And it's hard to believe it's been a year already.
Yeah, look at that.
And here is the da 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 da.
Oh. While you're doing that, I'm going to tell our viewers about another little holiday event that's coming up on Wednesday, tomorrow, actually. There's going to be a holiday open house at the Calaveras Visitors Center, and that's in Angels Camp, downtown Angels Camp, and it's from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and you can purchase unique Calaveras County gifts and books and T-shirts, and there's a 20% discount on that day. And there's some holiday goodies, hot cider, and coffee and cocoa. So a nice little open house all day long. And I'm sure you can talk to Executive Director Lisa Reynolds about all the very cool things that are happening in Calaveras County.
So you can
and
see
the
where you're taught
films
taxes. You're taught,
T-O-T, Transient Occupancy
see, because one of the nice things in the county like this is we tax our transients.
Yes, but we don't tax... we don't tax them anywhere near other counties. Boy,
I mean,
transients
we want those
actually have a
transients
deal
to pay
here.
their way.
That's
So,
right. It's not like going down to
'Cause those
Anaheim where it's
transients
like
need-
16%.
And those transients need to fund things like the Visitors
That's
Center,
right.
The Visitors Bureau. Sorry, no. If you think we're being harsh, there is
No.
what's called the Transient Occupancy
Occupancy
Tax,
tax.
which is basically a small amount that is tacked onto hotel rooms and things like that that go to fund the Visitors Bureau.
Well, and other items as well. It's shared around. It's not
I know.
funneled directly to the visitor
Right.
center. But Calaveras County is very low
They're-
in their TOT compared to other counties, and San Francisco in particular.
Yeah.
We won't even go there. But also tonight, actually, Alchemy is having another of their winemaker dinners, and this is from 5 to 9 p.m. and it will feature
Mount Brow.
Vineyards. And let's see, I better actually go in here. Yeah, Mount Brow and fresh fish and house-made desserts. House-made desserts. That's interesting instead of homemade.
Well, they make
So-
them there.
That's right.
Right?
In the house.
In the
house, yes.
Kind of like a house band.
I guess so.
House
I
desserts.
guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
$5 glasses of featured wines and live music on the patio. So if you haven't eaten by the time that you
Finish up this,
and
then
still want to,
run on
then
down.
you should run on down.
If you're not nauseous, is that
That's
yeah.
right. Exactly. And still can. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Because I guess we can scroll back here more.
That's right, make people a
we'll
little
just,
more
let's
sick.
scroll the
Yeah.
screen back there. All right. Anyway,
Oh, budget gap grows. Can I do state
sure.
news
Yeah,
now?
let's do it.
Okay, weblog from the San Diego Union Tribune. $14 billion. The State Department of Finance reportedly has increased the estimate of the state budget shortfall to $14 billion over the next 18 months, up from a $10 billion estimate by the legislative analyst last month.
Yeah, it's not much.
And also, some people are lobbying our governor very hard to bring back the property tax on vehicles, which would apparently bring in $6 billion in increased revenue.
And that would be really good for car sales, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, let's go buy a new car.
We'd all be paying property
All right.
tax on our cars again.
Well, I guess I'm lucky there because our cars aren't really worth anything. So that would be the.
Well, it's true. Neither are mine.
All right. One little thing that jumped out on national news that we thought was a little interesting is, as you see Republican contender Huckabee climb and climb and climb, there's stuff coming out of the Democratic Party is they've withheld, there's been a marching order go down that nobody says anything negative about Huckabee. Nothing.
They look at him
Because
as
they
easy pickings.
see him as an easy kill in the general election. So basically they would like
They would like him to
they
take
want
the
him to be the
nomination.
nominee because they believe they have enough information to take him out.
I don't know if it's enough information, but it's enough of his. He just is out there with his views.
Well, yeah,
'Cause there
and
is
he's
no
had some-
background information about him really that is not just out there.
I think
There's
what
not a
they're
lot of dirt. Let me put
I
it
think
that
what they're
way.
trying to pin some of their hopes on is he's seen as the darling of the true conservatives,
Of the
so to
Christian
speak.
right, yeah.
But a lot of his legislative choices and some of his other things while he was governor, they're going to try to may not fit that
Yeah,
mold.
that
So
mold
he's
so
got
well.
some interesting.
But it'll be interesting, and Iowa is going to be very interesting between Clinton and Obama,
Yeah.
definitely. And also, the Fed gave a quarter of a decrease of a quarter of the interest rates,
Yep.
which is actually a good thing. Not as much as the stock market would have liked, but it's actually a good thing.
This is.
You notice how he's not saying anything?
No, I know. I'm sorry. I was trying to. We're running out of time, so
Yeah,
I was
I know.
trying to scan headlines here, and I guess the other thing is on the national one. Is Republican voters are uninspired, and half of Hillary's supporters are just there for Bill.
Yes, apparently so. This is shaping up to be a really interesting election. And Led Zeppelin is back.
Yeah, the Zepp, and they got great reviews.
Great reviews.
And it was interesting what was it? Paul McCartney was in the gallery there.
Boy, I tell you, it was star-studded. I know the Presleys were there.
And there was some really controversial things on tickets that they were trying to prevent scalpers. So if you purchased tickets online, you had to appear in person with the credit card that you bought the tickets with. Otherwise, they would not let you in.
Yeah.
So it was kind of an interesting little
twist there.
Yes.
Yes. So, anyway, Arnold Weather, before we run out of time.
Yes.
Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high of 44 degrees. 36 low that night. Thursday, sunny with a high of 46 degrees. Thursday night, low of 38. And Friday, mostly sunny with a high of 47 degrees. Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 32.
Bear Valley, low of 23. High of 35 tomorrow, 25, 37, 24, 40, and 22. And it looks like partly cloudy, partly cloudy, partly cloudy. Nothing, no real precipitation.
Yeah. Murphy's, no precipitation. Mostly sunny on Wednesday with a high of 56, a low of 35. Thursday, sunny with a high of 57, a low of 35. And Friday, 57 and a low of 33.
For our friends
in Bangor, Maine.
31. Now, I guess we should start doing like Texas weather too, because we have some pretty consistent viewers from Texas.
Texas, that's right.
So anyway, Bangor, Maine.
Doing Texas weather.
31, 24, 37, and 3. Ding, ding, ding,
oh,
ding, 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 ding.
very
3,
cold.
22 and 7, and 25 and 7.
Wow, that's chilly.
That
chilly.
Is
very chilly. Angels Camp weather. Wednesday, high 54. Wednesday night, 36. Thursday, 55. Low of 36. And Friday, 55 with a low of 33. And let me get to Copper. Let's see, Copperopolis. Wednesday, high 54, low of 33. Thursday, 56, 34. And Friday, 56 and 30 degrees.
And for our friends in Valley Springs, 56, 30, 54, 33, 56, 35, and 56 and 32.
Still a little chilly.
Yes.
But not as chilly as Bangor, Maine.
No. It could be. I mean, there's a big difference between 3 and 32, isn't there?
There's a huge difference. Huge difference.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you stopping by. We really, really do. We know you have a lot of choices for your news, and hopefully we can provide you something of some measure of value, but not bore you to death at the same time. So, anyway, have a good night.